Welcome back, those who create their own options, the Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. Last time, we learned the ultimate fate of those abducted to Rifleman Bank Station. They become components of large organic computers. What these computers are used for, I have no idea, possibly mining Dogecoin. We also saved Tiffany and all the prisoners' lives by thinking outside the box, and instead of destroying one or the other, we instead destroyed the gas dispersal system. This time, all that's left is to confront Pieter Burke on his own terms. You know, I'm really happy that Burke doesn't pay attention to these whole security sequences here. It'd be really inconvenient if he did, wouldn't it? Oh well. We'll just sit back and relax here.
Corporal Tyler, or should I say Adam Jensen? That's right. I know who you are now. Geithner wasn't quite as good at hiding her tracks as she thought she was. You're clever, I'll give you that. Most men aren't capable of seeing beyond the choice in front of them. But whatever you think you've done, it's of no consequence. Helping that fool Kavanaugh escape, saving the lives of a few worthless civilians, it won't change anything. All you've done is make yourself a target. The Reed woman, this Megan you've been searching for, she's not here. And the only thing standing between you and the ship that could take you to her is me. I underestimated you back on the ship. I won't be doing it again.
Alright, so we can get to Megan from here. Good. We just gotta proceed.
Lad, you there?
Quinn? Where are you?
Getting me arse out of Dodge. Burke's had enough, and he's gunning for you. And I don't intend on being caught in the bloody crossfire. But listen, that trick you pulled with the gas, fucking brilliant work that was. Head to me shop. I left you a thing or two so you can give him hell. I'd like to say we'd meet again over a pint sometime, but, well, Godspeed, mate.
Alright, so our next destination would be Quinn's workshop, because apparently he has some goodies in there for us, and, you know, we like goodies. Also, mine. And another mine. That will be mine. We'll add them to the inventory, which has been sorted yet again with its expanded volume. There you go. We don't have to go slow anymore. Let's keep going. You gotta be careful here. There's lots of dudes like that one down there, which have been spawned into this area, and they're all special ops guys. They're the cream of the crop. There was one specifically, as soon as you come out of the detention camp, which is very obnoxious. So look over the railing and see you. And yes, Burke's gonna be a dick for the whole term here, taunting us. And sometimes praising us. Sometimes it's backhanded praise. And other times it's sincere praise. What you got? Candy bars? Let's go ahead and pull you out of the way. There's really no need to, but I'm doing it anyway. There you go. Alright, you still alive? Good. Just wanted to make sure his feet didn't, like, get cut off or something. He died. You know, I'm worried about that sort of thing. Alright, so there's the way down the Quinn's shop. You may think, well, surely we can just use the elevator right now.
Don't you feel any better about Geithner's death? I doubt you had any intention of sending you on to the good doctor.
Like I was saying before Burke interrupted, you may think you can just use the elevator. It's been fortified a little bit. You could take this guy out with a gas grenade, but, you know, doesn't seem like the sneakiest way. I'll leave these guys here for a moment. Let's just get to Quinn's shop. See what he's left us. I'm sure it's all kinds of fantastic goodies. This Quinn guy seems pretty amazing. No idea who he really is or what he's capable of, though. Alright, let's progress this way. No one's down here, thankfully. We can actually run full out. Nothing to worry about. Because they don't know how to come down the stairs. And also, before I forget, go ahead and pick up this stuff. Oh, shut it, Burke. Let's go ahead and flip you. You can go here. You can go here. Damages. You can go there. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Would favor more of a frontal assault.
No.
Oh, a tough one to read, Jensen.
Not really. I'm just a sneaky bastard. That's all you gotta know. Pick up some grenades, some more candy bars, because I need more freaking candy bars. I don't need you. You, I'll keep. Alright, and a free practice kit. Yay, another one. How many do we have? 6 again. Jesus Christ. Might have to spend these on something. The heck is that? Paint Whiz Red, huh? Alright, well he has a computer back here with big weapons! You know, I wish I could pick these up and use them like Playboys in Metal Gear Solid, you know, just equip them as a grenade weapon. It'd be pretty fun, right? Alright, so we have an email here, an email exchange between Cameron Harper and Garvin Quinn. Heard about the situation on the boat. Pretty wild. Make it out okay?
Surviving this long, alone, surrounded by trained soldiers out to get you. Very impressive for nothing but an ex-cop.
Oh, go fuck yourself, you condescending piece of shit. Which situation might that be? The one involving 50-foot waves and 90-kilometer-per-hour winds that nearly sank us? Or maybe you're referring to the psychotic stowaway with a death wish who nearly cost me an entire bloody shipment. Christ almighty, if I ever see another boat, it'll be too soon. Next time I'm flying. Aha, well, I think I speak for all of us when I say, when I saw we're glad. When I saw? When I saw. I did notice that when I looked at this the first time. When I say we're glad that you made it back in one piece. I guess he did see him. Either way.
I was idealistic like you once, but I realized idealism is a crutch for those who dare not change the future.
Oh, go fuck yourself. When you get yourself all sorted, swing by Blake's. The gang's getting together for a drink after the maintenance clocks check out. And we also have a maintenance call on a turret here. You may wonder, okay, is that all? It seems kind of slim. Well, there's more. But wait, there's more. Behind this wall, if you press that button, you'll get an achievement and also a whole buttload of combat rifles. We also have a target-seeking system for these things if you pick one up. There's also a reload speed upgrade, which I will pick up. I'm actually going to put this on my tranquilizer rifle because I forgot that you could actually do that. And we also have some rockets, and we have another PC. Let's see what's on this level ranking 5 PC. Level ranking.
There, Jensen? You know, it didn't take much digging to figure out who you are. We have a surprisingly extensive file on you.
Really? It was that easy? Apparently it is. Because, I mean, Sarah found it out using a private eye. Apparently it just wasn't that big a fucking deal. Anyway, this thing's not a big deal. You do want to have your thumb on the spacebar just in case the worst transpires like it is about to. And it looks like it's not doing it, but it's doing it, believe me. So we get 325 experience, a nuke virus, which is very nice. I could have nuked that thing also. And let's see what we got here. I'm just going to click on all these and we'll read it from our HUD here, just so Burke doesn't interrupt me again. Let's see, what we got? We have a conversation between unknown and no one, who is Quinn, of course. Are we secure? Of course. X-ray? Exactly where you said it would be. I will transmit the data in a moment. Excellent. And the Israeli. She didn't make it. Unfortunate. Although I suppose it simplifies things for us. What of our new friend? Still alive, I think. They're on to us. I'm doing my best. Good. While I know you feel otherwise, his survival is an auxiliary concern. Try not to get yourself killed. That'll be difficult with Burke still in the picture. Well then, you know what needs to be done. Now we have one between Noam, who is actually Keitner, and no one, Quinn. Q, the package is confirmed for immediate send and retrieval. Need destination ASAP. Suggest contact superiors for nearby pickup. We'll coordinate with AJ, or Adam Jensen. Now we have another one between Keitner and Quinn. And this one, man, I hate these arrow brackets. It doesn't wrap correctly for whatever reason. Heads up, he should be heading your way. The meeting went better than expected. Time will tell if he can be trusted, but I do not doubt his commitment. Your instincts were right. He is driven, focused, and more than capable. Getting this far has proven that already. I've uploaded the biometric signature to the database. He'll appear as Corporal Alan Tyler from here on out. Hopefully your network spike masks the exchange. Of course, I was monitoring your ComSec during your entire little powwow. They never saw a thing, and the spike worked like a charm. Glad you're coming around to him. If we keep our heads straight, we just might come out of this alive. Well, sadly that's not how it worked out for Keitner anyway. Agreed. Just keep OPSEC, ComSec off our trail, and I'll try to keep the entirety of the base off of him. And then finally, we have one from unknown to no one, also known as Quinn. Here you go, boss. Did some digging around, and here's what I could find. And of course, he's got the information on Am Jensen too. It is just that easy to get information on Am Jensen. It's kind of crazy. You already know the rest, so fast forward to now, he's obviously motivated, though perhaps too consumed by his desire to find the Reed woman. For now, it may prove advantageous if we are careful. We will proceed as planned. And that is the entirety of what we can find down here, folks. Let's go ahead and go up. See you later, big weapons. If I can only take you with me. I even have space in the inventory.
She used Reed as a carrot.
Apparently they did. If that last email was any indicator. Alright, so let's get out of here. Now, we need to get to Burke. There are multiple ways to do this. The map indicators are not what you want to follow here. They are not what you want to follow. I'm not sure if the thing will actually tell you where you need to go. You need to go to Loading Bay 3. We actually can't see it from here. Let me emerge, and then we will actually see what's truly on the map. Alright, I've emerged. Now, Loading Bay 3 is all the way over here. Now, you could go through Loading Bay 1. That's what the game wants you to do. It's not a good idea. There's tons of crap in there. And the same thing goes for Loading Bay 2, but there's not really a way around Loading Bay 2. It's not hard to go through Loading Bay 2, but there's no way around it, you understand. So, let's go ahead and get moving. We want to go right out of here and head towards the detention camp again. We have these two fools. Go ahead and take care of them, no problem. Very awkward animations, but they're both down. Let's see, rifle ammo. I think you have rifle ammo. Nope, painkillers. Don't need those. Alright, now we're going to head upstairs. We could have taken out these guys before, but you know what? This is the more appropriate time. Alright, and it looks like I showed up right on time.
From my men, Jensen. Where are you? You hunkered down in a closet somewhere?
Now, I shot the guy in back. He should fall down. The guy in front should not notice. Yep, there he goes. That easy. You may have noticed a slight reload speed change because we did apply that upgrade to the trank rifle. Come here, you. Come here. Boop. All right, he is down. Combat rifle ammo. He falls through me like I'm not even there. He had a shotgun. He dropped on this side for whatever reason. He's all, well, shoot, you done shot me. Wait. Whose gun is that, then? You clearly have one sticking out of your ass. Like a beaver tail or something. Oh, well. Let's just keep going. Now, this, of course, is the upstairs entrance to Loading Bay 2.
How much longer do you think you can last?
Pretty long, all things considered. Now, there's lots of shit in here. I'll give you a peek. We're gonna keep moving, though. Turrets, dudes. Machine pistol ammo. Now, keep an eye on your radar. It's important. Because there's a dude down there. We need to wait for him to move. And we can proceed right over here. And here is Loading Bay 3. This will be our third boss fight of the game, folks, and as you're about to see, it's a little bit different from all the boss fights we've encountered so far, because it's identical, both in the original game, the Missing Link DLC, and the Director's Cut. Anyway, let's get started.
Well, you made it. I'm torn between admiration and pity. You've condemned me for my actions, Jensen, but look at the lengths you've gone to find one woman. Wasted potential. Although from what I've heard, I suspect you'll still be of use to me dead.
Alright, so the hardest part here is actually getting to this first piece of cover without being detected. The trick is to crouch first, then proceed forward.
But I see now you would never make a good soldier.
Alright, so what we're waiting for now is for this one sniper to turn his ass around. Then we're going to proceed left, do some hops. Watch out for the boxcar there who's tromping about. Not a huge concern. Just use your cover, do some flips. Then we're going to jump up here. Now we shall sit tight. We gotta wait for the right moment.
You could have been an asset to the project. I could have used you.
Alright, so if you look at the radar in the bottom left, you'll see that we have a turret down there and 2 arrows. We're actually waiting for that yellow arrow on the left to proceed northward. We also have this guy. The cue for moving is actually when he turns away, which he has done. So let's move. Not as fluid as I'd like.
You disappoint me. How can a man so gifted be so blind?
Right, and there's a big fella up there. We're actually going to wait for him to proceed back. Now, you may be wondering, why the hell are you just going through here, Lethal, not taking out all these people? Well, I'm going to show you how to get a certain achievement here called Apex Predator.
How far do you think Dr. Reed would go for her research? I think you'd be surprised, Jensen.
Alright, so we'll just sneak up behind this guy. Very poor peripheral vision on these big guys. Here is the big man himself. You notice he's holding a machine pistol. He'd be holding his revolver if we hadn't taken it. Well, I'll go through you right now. With a hug. So goddamn Jensen, I knew you'd hug me someday. The inevitable hugs. And since he's down now, for some reason the robot just spontaneously combusts. It's like it can't go on without Burke's reassurance, right? What you got on you, Burke? He has a hypo stim, an energy boost jar. You know what? I'll take that, need it. Right above your sleeping body. How's that feel? How's that feel, Burke? Anyway, we're not done yet. Now we actually have to take out everybody in this room. Go ahead and drop down here first. Take out the big mama. And we'll take out this guy. There we go. Right in the ass. And here comes this gentleman over here. He will be the next target. As soon as he turns around, there goes the one guy. Come on, sit tight, baby. Go, we use some of our software here. Got him. Alright, he should go down any moment. We're gonna get the big guy up top. Really not that big a deal. Just take your time, make sure your dudes are in cover. Brass Royals, sure. You have brass rifles, royals, and that thing? You're having too much fun, dude. Alright, let's actually just sit down here. Wait for him again. Could have taken him out earlier, but, you know, this is fine. It's nice not having to deal with the robot. There is a terminal, which I'll show you later, that you can easily take out the robot and the turret from. Alright, let's give him a hug. Or a punch. Oh boy. Grab him, Jensen. I hope he's still alive. I hope he's still alive. It wasn't me that killed him. It was the floor. Okay, he's fine. He's heavily armored. It's alright. What you got here? Let's see. We have a code. Okay, well that's cool. Always nice to get more codes. Go through this a little slower, just in case you do care about reading it. Alright, so we only have 2 more dudes to take care of, and they're the snipers up top. They should be fairly easy, as long as I'm not too stupid. Okay, he's walking away. That's good. Should be able to give him a hug without the other guy nosing. There you go. One hug for you, buddy. Yep, don't fight it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Attaboy. Oh, no dancing, Jensen. Surprised you didn't see me leaping across the gap. Okay, he's focused down there, so we should be able to move without being seen. We'll take a look at these computers in just a moment. Alright, where are you? Where are you going? He's coming my way. We'll just wait for him. No need to get too antsy here. Although he's got to be antsy himself. He's not hearing anything over the comms. He's all, am I the only one left? Has everyone else been taken out? Better keep my eyes open. Well, there's no one over there. Let's check the other side. He walks all the way back. No, Jensen's not over there either. That's because he's right behind you. Right. There we go.
It sounds like your struggles are almost over, Bratan. Is Burke dead?
I'm standing, he's not. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, you don't make things easy, do you? Still, with Burke out of the picture even briefly, has a power vacuum I can use. Return to loading bay 2. The doors between here and the docking platform will be open for you.
Last time I passed through there, Burke's men were still waiting for me.
Not anymore. Burke has just ordered them away.
Great. Except I came here looking for Megan Reed, Bratan. I can't leave without knowing.
There is a boat heading toward the location as we speak. If you hurry, you can be on it.
Alright, so we have a boat to get on, huh? Also a heavy rifle right there. Fall through. Let's see what's on this computer before we leave. It's unlocked. Seems that Burke was using it until not too long ago. Let's see, remote connection. Auto support. Okay. Just make sure we can get all this content. Certainly looks codish. Gary Savage. And we have one last one from Father D at Omega. Omega? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Fucking Darrow is Father D? Oh boy. Anyway, we gotta keep moving. Go ahead and open this door, which was locked from the other side, but now it is not, of course, because we have dealt with it. Alright, it's time to get out of here. Actually, wasn't there some cabinets? One second, gotta look at the cabinets, because I'm curious. I knew there was cabinets in here. Yep. Got the cabinets. And they're empty, of course. Well, of course they're empty. Why wouldn't they be empty, Lethal? You think people keep things in cabinets? What kind of backwater do you come from where people come and bring things and put them in cabinets? Go ahead and take those before I leave. No, you can never have too much. And, like you said earlier, there's nobody in here. Well, let's see, I think he said he wants us to go to Loading Bay 1, right? No, Loading Bay 2. We're in Loading Bay 2. Here we go.
Bratan.
Quinn?
I'm afraid our good friend Quinn met with an unfortunate incident during all the commotion and is no longer with us.
Your voice. It was you this whole time. Who are you?
For the moment, I'm between identities. I apologize for the duplicity, but it was a necessary precaution. You had to be kept in the dark.
And Keitner? Did she know?
Commander Keitner's perception was much like yours. Shrouded. She saw what she needed to see, and was told what she needed to hear in order for me to complete the mission.
So we were both pawns. Except she's dead and I'm not. So where does that leave me in your grand design?
We're all pawns in someone else's grand design, Mr. Jensen. But that doesn't make Natanya's death any less tragic. Your actions ensured her sacrifice was not made in vain, however. Dr. Kavanagh made it out safely, and is on her way to the rendezvous site. She will expose the truth in due time.
And the prisoners?
Ah, yes. The prisoners. With Kavanagh out, it's only a matter of time before this base makes international headlines. Until that time, however, I cannot say what Bell Tower will do next. I only know that a cornered and desperate bull is a very dangerous beast. We mustn't stay here much longer, Mr. Jensen, if we hope to get you away from this base.
Nah, we need more info.
I still have questions, Quinn, and I want answers. Real answers, no more bullshit.
You really want to waste time chatting, Bratan? Fine. I will answer what I can, but keep in mind you have a boat to catch.
Yes. Okay, so the base.
Bell Tower probably has a battalion on its way to clean up this mess. How do you plan on keeping what we did here a secret?
I'm delighted to say that Burke did most of the damage control for us. After requesting a profile search on you, he never explained why he needed it. I believe he wanted to keep control of you to himself. Since that time, we've been monitoring all incoming and outgoing communications, and the lockdown allowed me to discreetly install a tunneler, rerouting the base's network traffic. By the time Bell Tower realizes something is wrong, it will already be too late.
What about the rest of the base personnel?
Most of them think Burke is still in command. Technically, orders continue to be issued in his name, but I'm the one making the calls. I've also taken the liberty of cordoning off this sector of the base. For the moment, at least, we're safe.
Burke isn't exactly dead. And once he wakes up, it's gonna get ugly.
Like I said before, you haven't made things easier for us. But they haven't forgotten that small detail. For now, Burke remains contained. Once you're off the base, I'll find a more permanent solution.
We placed him in a jar. Alright, so Interpol, huh? That's what Keitner was talking about.
Keitner said she had been approached by an agent from Interpol. It was you, wasn't it?
Very astute. When I learned of Commander Keitner's suspicions and insubordinate behavior towards Burke, I saw an opportunity. Pretending to be an agent of Interpol seemed the best way to gain her trust.
You mean you lied? So who do you work for?
A loose network of independent operatives, agents of conversion and equilibrium, who seek to expose corruption and assure humanity's natural progress. In truth, we are not affiliated with any global organization. But then, neither is our enemy, officially.
Your enemy? You're not just talking about Bell Tower anymore, are you? You're talking about...
The men and women who pull Bell Tower strings. The same men and women who ordered them to kidnap Megan Reed.
Holy shit, the intrigue, folks! And we also have an option to use our pheromones. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll just try appease. Why not?
Mr. Jensen, allow me to stop you there before you say anything that might embarrass us
That's
both.
kind of adorable, Jensen.
Please. I detected your Cassie augmentation the moment you started to analyze my facial movement for pattern sequencing.
But back in your workshop, you...
All part of the game. Think nothing of it. As much as I enjoyed your clumsy attempts at persuasion the first time around, we'll just move on from here, now. Pretending you managed to convince me to be more forthcoming with my words. What is it you hope to learn?
Something more tangible than a flowery speech about idealism.
Because I admire your tenacity, I will attempt to satisfy your curiosity. But only if you'll humor me for a moment and answer a question of my own.
Sounds fair.
In Roman mythology, Janus was a god depicted as having two heads, each gazing in the opposite direction, one looking eastward, the other west. Symbolically, this meant many things to the Romans, but I'm more curious as to what it might mean to you.
Well, they may have just thought it was being cool, but you know what? Let's see, which was the one I wanted? Ah, this is the one.
Seeing into the past and the present. The beginning and the end. Alpha and Omega.
I believe you and I have more in common than you would like to admit. Technically, I suppose there is no incorrect answer. Theologians and philosophers have debated the origin and meaning of Janus for millennia. But in time, that name may take on new meaning for you.
Why? What are you getting at?
While the term invisible war has lost much of its significance due to misappropriation, I assure you, there has never been a better way to describe what is happening in the world. The lives of millions are being decided without a drop of blood ever spilt, but the casualties remain the same. Myself and others are fighting a never-ending battle against forces that seek absolute dominion over our fates.
You're telling me the people running Bell Tower want to rule the world?
Bell Tower Associates is no more than a proxy. Puppets on a global stage. The true enemy hides in shadows. The disembodied hands that pull the strings of Bell Tower and others. This is neither the time nor the place to go into detail, but everything you've witnessed here today is in direct correlation with Illuminati interests.
Roman gods and Illuminati. Wonderful.
You asked for clarity, and I'm being as honest as I can. Whether you choose to acknowledge them or not, lines are being drawn. Most will never be lucky enough to pick a side, but a time will come when you will have to. I have chosen mine.
So you have. Well, where's Meg?
All right. Where's Megan?
I don't know for certain.
Of course.
But what I do know is that earlier today, Burke issued orders to have a large group of detainees transferred off this base. Supposedly, they will be assisting at another black site facility.
Kavanaugh said this was just the factory floor. You're sure Megan is at this other facility?
Nothing is ever certain in life, Mr. Jensen. But it is the best chance you have. Unfortunately, the cargo ship carrying the prisoners has already set sail. But I took the liberty to send out an urgent dispatch in Burke's name, ordering the ship's captain to hold position until one more detainee could be flown on board. In stasis. A helicopter is en route to pick you up.
Wait a second. You want me to get inside another stasis pod? Last time I got in one of those things, it didn't go so well.
I know it's far from ideal, but frankly, your options are quite limited. Although, I suppose you could try swimming there.
Better be the right fucking boat this time.
Damn
'Cause I don't
straight.
feel like coming back here anytime soon.
Don't worry, mate. It'll be grand. Besides, I thought you Americans liked riding off into the sunset.
Alright, well, here we go again, folks. Let's see what we got here. See, a gift. I've taken many risks to secure these items for you, Bertan. I trust we will put them to good use until we are in person again. Oh boy. What have I done? Alright, that's better. Now, if it wasn't apparent, folks, the case in front of me contains most of our equipment from before the Missing Link content. Now, you may notice that I said most. It turns out there's not going to be any weapons in there. I actually didn't know this because this is my first time playing through the director's cut version of the game, and I was ignorant of how it was actually going to handle this whole situation. I even loaded the game and dropped this pistol before I opened the case to verify. There are no weapons in there, so we are not getting our original pistol, and we're not going to get that thing to maximum, which is a goddamn shame. All these beautiful upgrades, a complete waste of everyone's time. Really sorry, folks. If I'd really wanted my pistol, I should have gone with the lethal dialogue options at the beginning of the Missing Link, but I didn't, so there you go. Anyway, we still have what really matters in life, right? Mine mines. All mine mines I have. They were all in the case. With some additional new ones. I mean, these weren't in the case. We add them to our pockets. We also have a bunch of gas grenades, 61 trank darts, which you may think is kind of excessive. Speaking of which, look at my candy pile. It's pretty awesome, right? We also have 27 stopworms, 49 nukes, 22 paps, 21 stun gun darts, and we also have a bottle of whiskey and a bottle of spirits, and a hypo stem. But that's not all, folks. Call now and get all of your praxis kits back. You may go, Jesus Christ. That's actually, this is limited. I think you're limited to a total of 53 total praxis kits, or 63, something like that, whenever it comes back. So if you have over that number, it is going to actually put you at a ceiling of 53 or 63, whatever the number is. And you may think this is a large number of praxis. It is. It is not enough to get everything on Jensen activated, regrettably. I think we need about 19 or 20 more, something like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab the lungs, since we had that before. What else did we have before? I know we didn't have this, but we did have the dermal armor. We'll go ahead and grab that again, along with the EMP. Let's see, we had this, and this, so we could fall, run, and sprint, all silently. Got all that, got all that. Had robot domination, grab that again. I don't think we had anything there or there. We did we grab batteries? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure we did. We grabbed at least the recharge rate. Let's see, what else do we got? That's all good. Yeah, I think we're all pretty much where we were before this whole Missing Link ordeal. So, it's time to jump into yet another stasis pod, folks. And will this one bring us to Megan Reed? You'll have to find out next time. But for now, sit back and relax the ending content of Missing Link.
It's done. Exactly as you instructed.
And yet you sound disappointed. You think we should have handled this differently?
I think we had a valuable asset in our hands, and we're letting him slip away. He could have been very useful in the coming storm.
A hand does not need to be clenched tightly to maintain its hold on someone. Jensen carries too much baggage right now. His obsession with Reed only serves to distract him.
We could have told him the truth.
He must discover it by himself. And when he does, if you have followed my instructions precisely, we will know how to find him.
Assuming he lives that long.